Just a little bah. Just a little shoulder check. We both went the same direction with that, and I love that.
It's so perfect. Oh my goodness.
Look at, see, we needed our icebreakers for ourselves. We did. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Astrolatea, where we talk about astrology, tea, and everything in between. I am your Virgo host, Victoria, and I'm really excited about today's episode with the theme of Easter, celebrating the Easter holiday, the symbolism, the origins, and how it's going to affect our elemental horoscopes yet again. As a Virgo, I'm really interested to see how this taps into the nature of our earth sign specifically, Virgo even more so specifically, and the renewal, the organization, and the chance to think more practically in a different way, because it has that spark and that drive, which leads us into you.
I'm Molly. I'm your Aries host, and I am really excited about the new beginnings and the spark of life that this is going to bring for my fire signs, the water signs. I'm so excited for you too, because man,
they've been going through it a lot.
Sort of different. You've been going through a lot, but it's different.
Yeah.
Like it's different from what the fire signs are getting. So it's all good, really. I think that this is, and it's really needed, because I feel like the last few, we had to prepare you guys for like a battle. So now maybe we can be a little more spring and happy, you know? Yeah.
Put a little spring in your step with this episode.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Today is a special episode where we're talking about the celebration of Easter. Woo! We're going to be going over the origins, the symbolism, talking about obviously how it's going to affect each of our elemental signs. And we're going to go ahead and wrap everything up with some tools to hopefully help brighten and lighten up this energizing time. We are going to be using our Selenite crystal and our tea that's got a little bit of fruity, a little bit of floral, just to kind of balance everything out, and a tarot reading. And finally, a little teaser for the next episode, the Lyrid meteor shower and the new moon in Taurus.
So we're going to talk about the origins of Easter, and it's got Germanic roots to it. It was written, there was this thing written by a 8th century monk, and it was about Yastra, which we've talked about her before. But she's the goddess of fertility and spring, renewal, all that. She would bring in a lot of the spring festivals in that like pagan tradition. Yeah. She's an Anglo-Saxon goddess. I want to make sure I got that in there.
So what are the origins of Easter?
Okay, so there was this monk in the 8th century, Venerable Bede, I believe is his name. And he wrote about the Anglo-Saxon goddess Yastre. We spoke about her before, and she is the goddess of fertility, new beginnings, all that. And she would be like the centerpiece of pagan traditions. Their traditions were a lot of festivals, what people would consider probably witchcraft back in like Salem time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Yeah, 100%. And so, which, hey, that was cool. But
exactly. They knew what was up.
They knew what was up. They did. But what's interesting is that Christianity took a lot from this monk that wrote about her. They used everything that she represents in their traditions. Eggs and flowers, rabbits. I'm like, you know, when he's going hopping and you're finding your eggs. Yeah, that was all him. It's an interesting concept. It's interesting that, you know, how different cultures and areas took the name of Easter, which is now my next question. Talk to me about the name of Easter and how that has changed culturally and globally.
So it actually started with Hebrew roots from the word Pascha.
Oh.
And it comes from Passover. So the Jewish holiday of Passover and the more traditionally known as a Christian holiday, which was derived from the pagan holiday. And they're all intertwined and connected from the Germanic roots all the way through to America now.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
It's got a deeper, richer history than we thought.
Yes.
Because, you know, with Passover and the Hebrew tradition and all the Jewish traditions of, you know, adorning your front door with the blood of a lamb, and to make sure that the God passed over your house, and that's where that comes from. It's like to not have their firstborn son smited in the middle of the night.
Well, that makes so much. It's so funny because, like, in Italian, the word is Pasqua.
Okay.
And so, but over in the when we were looking at this information in the Germanic roots, it starts with Yostre, like it's so different in comparison, but interesting.
And it's kind of around the same time period as well. So that renewal and that kind of transition from, okay, we are in this bad state kind of, and we are in like a lack state, and now here we're going to be coming into abundance, but in order to protect our abundance we do need to make sure our doors are marked properly, that we are, you know, it's kind of heard loud and clear in a spiritual sense that that we are protected, and that security.
That's so cool.
I think there's some other stuff I wanted to add to that, but I don't know if I said that right. I feel like I said that wrong.
Which one?
I'm gonna go. I think I flipped some names. Okay.
We should talk about.
So.
After you do the names, I'll talk about how Christians are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus.
Peshka?
Peshka?
Because, like, yeah. So I think I flipped this one and that one.
Huh. Pesach.
Okay. All right.
But I think Pasha came from Pesach. Like, I think Pesach was the first, right? And then it was Pasha?
Yeah. Okay. Pesach. So it comes from the Hebrew word Pesach.
That sounds right.
There we go. I'm going to get a little tripped up on this, but everything ties in biblically with the crucifixion and the resurrection in Christianity and Catholicism.
Makes so much sense. And where did Catholicism come from, by the way? It came from...
Pagan.
Yes, all of it. It's all from paganism. And
you could basically copy paste like a pagan traditional thing with like Christianity and Catholicism.
There was no unique ideas.
It was all the same stuff. But don't worry, they shun witchcraft, but
shun the non-believer.
But they also believe in the same thing. So it's a little contradictory.
Yeah.
But here we are with our stuff.
It was so funny because this is a side note, but I was in the car with my mom the other day, and I don't know how we got on this conversation, but I was talking to her about how on Nextdoor there's like all these posts about like Jesus scriptures and like all this stuff, and I'm like, what is going on? She said, Molly, it's Easter. And I was like, oh, okay, well, like, don't they know that this isn't even
their holiday?
Like, and then I said, it's funny how they'll shun or they'll hate us for like witchcraft, but they're celebrating a resurrection.
Yeah.
Like a ghost rising from the dead. But, oh God, the herbs, the tarot cards.
The other forms of divination is where they draw the line, I believe, because
the blood and bread of Christ.
It makes it be a whole different ritual that they are able to separate from. So they're like, true. No, what we do is celebrating one entity. What you're doing is playing God. And it's like, and I think that's where the disconnect is, because I have I have talked to a few people where they're like, well, you can be religious and witchcraft is a skill.
Okay. Yeah.
So they will be strong in their faith, whether it's Jewish, Christian, Catholic, pagan, and be a witch and practice craft or any other tools of divination for that matter, in any form.
Yes.
And so they'll do that. And so they are firm believers, and, you know, they pray.
Yep.
And they have their altar set up the way it is and stuff like that. And it's like, there's altars in churches too, but a witch altar is different for some reason.
Yes, it's very odd.
And then there are some people that they firmly believe that paganism is the only way that you can be a witchcraft or Wiccan, which I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't fully agree with that personally.
I
have a little bit of
believe
friction.
What you want.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you want to practice witchcraft, absolutely.
Skill.
No, me, I follow more of the pagan, like, connecting to the earth type stuff.
Which is great.
Yeah. It's just interesting. It's so interesting to see, like, this interwoven story of
because
Easter
I was raised Orthodox Roman Catholic, and I was, like, confirmed Catholic and all that stuff. So, like, I can see all the things, and I can understand that faith in any form doesn't have to be separate from craft, because also with the different cultural stuff, my grandpa was Native, and I didn't, before he passed, I did not get to deep dive in all the stories, and the memory was a little fuzzy. So I don't know all the roots on that side, but that's very original. Like, Native is so, like, deeply kind of pagan in their own way. But in a different sense. And I'm sad that I didn't get to learn all of that. But I will say that, you know, with being Mexican on both grandma and grandpa's side, for that is the brujeria, so witchcraft. So how are you gonna, like, do all the throw the salt over your shoulder and like tusu, like, suffer like Greek stuff and do all that, but also be wildly religious? It's so bizarre.
Gosh, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre
that the lines blur only for certain things that they've allowed. But I will say that because there's so much overlap, it makes it very easy to be like, oh, look, I'm celebrating this. And it's like, and it's easier for us to blend in for the stuff, because some parts in the South still don't take kindly to a lot of that stuff. So.
And I know that probably some of our viewers live there. We do. And it's important because they will ostracize you. And so to blend in is a good thing in some certain areas. So be safe out there. But luckily we can use the cloak of Easter.
Yes. to mask. Yes. To mask all the other things, which, you know, I'm not mad about it.
No, me either.
I'll share the holiday.
Oh, I celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking for eggs.
We got eggs, you know, we got egg hunt. You've got,
I'm decorating.
Like, decorating,
you do
hard-boiled eggs, deviled eggs.
You know, it's so funny because, like we were saying, like, it all kind of, like, meshes together. Which is wonderful because you
hot
can
cross buns. I love me a good hot cross bun. Okay.
Good. So good.
I will die on that hill. I'll love me a good hot cross bun.
If you ever watch British Bake Off.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it.
Oh, it's so
Does
good.
it take 5,000 years? I hate
sometimes.
Okay, never mind. But I'm just gonna go online and find a different
there
one.
you go.
I'm like, if it takes more than 2 hours, I'm not doing it. I'm not trying to do the overnight stuff. I'm not trying to let things sit for 3 hours.
Dude, I made this cake called a princess torta, and it took me 12 and a half hours to complete.
Holy moly. Was it amazing though?
Oh my God. So good. Okay,
would you do it again?
I would do it again. And it was for an Easter. I made it for Easter. Yeah. It was like 4 years ago.
So how many freaking days ahead did you have to start preparing it?
About, I want to say, a Wednesday. I started on a Wednesday and it got delivered on the Sunday.
On the Sunday?
Because I made heckin' marzipan by hand.
You made it from scratch. Oh my God.
Yeah, I did.
This girl.
Yeah. It was something. Anyway.
Sorry, I was staring into my mic because I was like, wow, she made it from scratch.
And I dyed the sucker because it has to be green. It has to be Kelly green. So pretty and it's so fun. But anyway,
do you have pictures?
I do.
She's gonna have to share the pictures.
I'll share a picture. It's really
You're gonna have to post it in the community tab.
Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah,
I love that.
It's so fun.
The tangent of tangents. That was so. But I mean, it was all kind of intertwined.
It was so connected.
It's all connected.
Just like
us with our Easter stuff.
Yep. Okay.
So with the eggs,
yes,
symbols of fertility. We have kind of even the shape of an oval alone. Like it doesn't have to be like a full egg. Like you can adorn things with that are other oval shapes and stuff like that. It's kind of the whole circular flow of life and the renewal, the beginning for, you know, religious stuff, the protection of the firstborn sons for Jewish, the resurrection of Jesus and stuff like that. And he will rise again on the third day.
He will rise again.
Of the scriptures. Oh my God. It never leaves you. It never leaves you. It's not even
the chanting.
Yeah.
In church.
Oh
like
my
the
gosh.
oh shoot. I need to remember the first line.
I do remember like all of the stuff for Easter with he has risen and then like hallelujah and then all the other stuff that went. I don't know any of the Latin that went behind it though.
That's gone for me. I used to be a altar server.
I love that. I tried to be, but they didn't want me.
I was so meticulous. I was like, I'm doing this for Jesus.
You're like, I'm doing so good right now.
I'm doing so good.
Be so proud of me.
I loved it at the time.
So we got and eggs. So with eggs, you can do kind of whatever you want with them. Cook them. You can do the hard boil. You can paint them, decorate them. I love when people do the wax, like the little crayon stuffies, and then they like dunk them. Oh, I thought that was the coolest thing as a kid.
It was.
So that's something that you can do a little more crafty, a little more hands-on. Decorating with like the little plastic eggs. I know a lot of stores now, like Home Goods and even Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and all that stuff, Ross. They have these little they're like potpourri bags, but they're like eggs.
Oh,
and they're so cute. So you can like decorate your altar with those. I even think that the Dollar Tree is starting to hop in on stuff because I got some little pumpkins from them, and I think they have little squishy eggs now, and I think that's so precious. So run, don't walk if you want to get some of that stuff. Also check out your thrift stores.
Yes.
Any florals, any candles, white, pink, purple, and all the lightness and brightness. Obviously this is the one time that we stray away from the darker colors, like no deep dark browns, no black, no navy blue, stuff like that, like or black. The royal purple. It's okay.
You know, it happens.
It happens. But we are looking into the light and the renewal of everything coming.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it.
That's
and then
so
you've got like the little bunnies, all the peeps, the chicks and the stuff. And so the reason for that actually is because of how quickly they multiply.
Oh,
and it's also a sign, it goes into the sign of fertility. And it's like, okay, this is rebirth, literal rebirth. It's like, okay, there is more to give. And so the different cycles of the hair and the different cycles of chicks and having plenty. Again, abundance mindset all the way through. It's having the like, okay, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. That we've really gone from that full shift of having a lack mentality into health, wealth, abundance, you know, and we feel better naturally going outside, connecting with nature, soaking up some vitamin D. You know what I mean? It's all stuff that uplifts.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of it. Because if you go back to the original roots with everything, it's okay. Spring is coming back. Life is coming back. The crops are coming back. We are coming back. The hibernation time is over. And it's time to wake up.
Being a bear is over.
Being a bear is over.
Sometimes.
In moderation. You can still, obviously, we're not saying don't take a rest day or don't take any days off or whatever like that. But, you know, just coming inside with the holiday.
And like going with that, ways that you could celebrate, I think, is a really great segue for this. Nature walks.
Yes.
Which she was just talking about. And then another really great way is like outside of the norm where like you're finding eggs and you're decorating is bonfires because it symbolizes the sun coming back because the sun is fire. I want to dance around a fire. I don't know about you, but I would love to dance barefoot, preferably. Yeah. Preferably barefoot.
I'm like, right in the fire pit back there.
So fun.
Just have a moment. Yeah. Bonfire, nature walks. If you have a farm near you and you want to go picking any fruits or vegetables, definitely go do that. Flowers. Yes, there's lots of flowers. Yes. And I think you were going to talk about some of the florals that are deeply intertwined with Easter.
Yes. Tulips, daffodils. Something really interesting because I'm a plant nerd. Something really interesting from that kind of perspective is that bulbed plants, you plant them and the bulbs multiply and the bulbs are like egg shaped. Like, I mean, you
they are. I mean, they're
circular.
They're like ovally, like because they do have like kind of a point.
And it's just such an interesting.
Was it violets, tulips,
lilies,
pansies? Yeah, they're all bulbs.
They're all like and I think sometimes dahlias.
Some dahlias are bulbs. Yeah.
But irises.
Oh yeah, I got the one in the front that I ripped up out of the ground. Now I have 3 of them. I literally stole one from over there, and then like I was like, I'm gonna put it in this little pot, and it's gonna be fine. And then it was starting to look sad, and I was like, oh no. And then it sprung back. Yeah. The second spring started, and I was oh, okay, we have beautiful flower. And then I saw, I was like, wait, there's more. There's 2 more in there, and I'm like, yes, I can. We're just gonna keep dividing and
they
multiply.
Just keep happening. I mean, they like you plant it once, and it'll just keep going.
Goes with the spring because it's literally an egg, and it's multiplying. It's creating more.
Crazy. I know. That's just wild.
Creation and like bringing in new life is the deepest rooted theme throughout the whole entirety of Easter.
And use flowers on your altars.
Yeah, bunnies, flowers,
and the eggs and all that.
All the flowers. You can use fake flowers. No one's judging you.
Hey, green thumb who? What?
Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Sometimes it's a brown thumb.
Or you can even just like go get some flowers, or you can go pick some if you have some in your area. If you've got farms that you can go to, definitely, I highly recommend. It's so much fun.
It is fun.
I've done a wildflower picking. I've done sunflowers, and I did. I wanted to do lavender before I left California, but I did not get to go. Lavender.
That's so cool.
It's oil and lavender. It's so crazy. Yeah. So they have like, I think it's olives and lavender. Yeah. No, it's amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend if you are anywhere near it. I think
sounds like I'm going to be making a tapenade or something.
Yeah. Is that how you say it? Holy fuck.
How do you say it?
I'm not even going to go there right now. It's not. Yeah.
Okay, so you know that car, the Palisade?
Which one?
It's like I think it's a Hyundai, the Palisade.
Oh.
And we were driving, and I looked at Nick and I said, "Oh, look at the Palisade." Nick was like, "Molly, it's named after a place, Palisade."
Yeah, Palisade.
I'm like, oh Jesus. It's like the Tapatio.
The Tapatio. The Tapatio.
It's Tapatio. Now that I know.
So it's not Tepanod?
It's not. It's Tepanod? How do you say it?
I say Tepanod.
Oh, okay, Tepanod. Okay. Woohoo. All right.
Yeah.
Not Tepanade.
No.
All right.
Okay.
That E is silent.
Really? What a weird E to be. Okay.
I don't know. That's wild. Okay.
I didn't even know. This has been a really squirrely episode, but I'm really vibing with it.
Yeah, no, me too. I feel the energy's really up though, which is good. It's like positive. It's good.
Exactly.
It's way different from the last one.
Okay. And then where do we go from here? The egg. The symbolism of the egg.
Egg.
The symbolism of the egg is new life, fertility, and the cylindrical nature of spring.
Oh, that's good.
And that's why you can use ovals and not just eggies.
So we're going to go into the signs and what your forecast is. For my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is going to be a very passion-filled time for you. Creativity is going to be flowing, and doing things should be on your to-do list. I think we touched on that briefly a little bit ago, but now is the time to be doing things. Now you need to be listening to whatever your guides, spirit, whatever is instructing you to do. Just continue on your path. I'm hearing someone needs to stay the course. Stay the course. So like if you're trying to do something and you're not seeing fruit of that labor, well, now is the time because it's coming for you.
Everything was blocked. Retrograde's over, you guys.
Yeah, retrograde's
over. So you don't have to be in like that state of, hold on, do I take that stuff? Now the floodgates have opened and you are able to see what actually the progress that you've made so far. So if you're feeling a little discouraged about how things have been panning out, do not fret. Things are going to start rolling up into your favor.
Yeah.
And your hard work will be starting to pay off, even though it hasn't looked like it at all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay the course.
Agree.
I like that. I like that. Stay the
yeah.
course.
That was just like repeating. So stay the course, continue the path, even. Oh, another thing I'm hearing is take the next right step. So whatever that means for you, that could be anything. That could be like, oh, okay. Like for me personally, I didn't get into some art show. That's okay. Because the next right step is to apply for another one. Or like for you, it would be something, I don't know, getting yourself a Starbucks coffee. I don't know, like whatever your next right step is for whatever that means for you. Follow that. Now is a really good time for you to show yourself some empathy also. Great time. You have a lot of positive coming your way, a lot of creative endeavors happening, and fun experiences that you're going to be experiencing. You're going to have a lot of fun right now. So just take it and run. Stay the course.
Would you say that there is a light in the life?
There's
little
a
light,
light.
and we're finally out of the tunnel.
Yeah, we are. We are like, it's a bright tunnel. Woo, thank God, because it was rough. It was rough.
It was not cute.
It was not fresh, cute, nor fun. No.
Not at all.
So for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, now is a really intuitive time for you. The wanting to connect with something greater than yourself or your immediate family even. This is like a branch out moment where like spring, like new shoots, new everything. You're going in a different direction.
Establishing new roots.
You're establishing new roots. Work intuitively at this time. When you have the opportunity to go and help someone, do it. Or a group of people, volunteer opportunities.
Opportunities to be present.
And like in that moment, grounding in that moment. Whoever you think needs your voice, even maybe it's not even doing volunteer work. Maybe there's somebody that just needs you, and definitely answer the call on that. Either
lend an ear,
a real phone call or messaging, something.
If you're out and about and you feel called to maybe approach someone, this would be the time to do so. And not even in a romantic way, like, hey, let's go out or whatever. Maybe just in a looking out for them. Like if someone's got a little toilet paper stuck to them, like go tap them and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Go be that person, because that's the person you genuinely want to be.
Yes.
And that's what you want to showcase to others. That like, not just behind closed doors am I this like emotional person who wants to help everyone. I do actually want to put the action into doing it. And that's a big step. It's like, look out for your fellow man and woman, and just kind of really be observant, but not so observant that you drain yourself. Because I see you, water signs. But there's that moment where someone's going to have something and you can be like, hey, or if it's a compliment, if you genuinely love someone's like outfit or something, just tell them. Just go tell them. Go be so gentle. Thank you. And it's like, like all the things, you know, just like what the little itty bitty things, like, oh, I like this piece of jewelry that you're wearing. That's so interesting. And sometimes it can start up a conversation, and that's so beautiful. Just like organic, like meetings and stuff like that. If you've been chronically online, which I know we all kind of are,
we all are. Yeah.
But maybe you're kind of craving something else. You're craving something more. And if you are, this is the time. Go connect with people outside, and they don't even have to be people you know. If you're at the grocery store, if you're going to the bank, if you're just going out and about, if you're going to get your Starbucks, be extra nice to your people that are working.
I just heard be the heartbeat. I don't know what that means.
Be the heart.
Beat the heartbeat. This stuff comes, I don't know how this shit comes in. Anyway, be the heartbeat of your area and of the life, because I think that
pump
water signs are
pump life into the community.
So prone to going with the flow of things
to their detriment,
and like you don't take leadership opportures. Like I mean the leadership kind of goes like Aries or Aquarius, you know what I mean? Like but you should.
Would that be Scorpio and Pisces? It's your time to shine.
Also, but to wrap this up, Emotional healing will be important for you around this time. And that could look like a few things. Like I was saying, like volunteering, telling people that they look well, putting things into others will reflect in you. So be mindful of that. Lots of self-care, journaling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's some stuff you'd want to do right now.
Definitely. Time for our earth signs. Ooh. That is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So you guys are going to be wanting to organize, declutter, donate. I want you guys to take that deep dive. That bag that's sitting in the room, go take it to Goodwill or Savers or whatever you have near you. If you have a bunch of stuff that like you're not using that's unopened or whatever, stuff that like maybe it's not your style anymore or whatever, get rid of it. There are women's shelters if you have like, and I mean shelters in any form and capacities, but I know for me with makeup, I like to try to go give extra skincare and makeup over to them. That way they can use it because it helps them get jobs. It helps them get back on their feet. And there's something about 100%. Helping the community that will really ignite that flame in you, earth signs, because there is going to be a kind of an influx of new. But in order to accept that new, you need to get rid of that old that's been keeping you stagnant, that's been keeping you locked in a weird spot, and that has been holding back your joy because you're so stressed out about your freaking hecking environment. Yeah. It's time to let go. Do the purge of items that are, one, not making, like, they're not useful to you, serving, and if they're not serving you and your future, what are you holding on to? You're holding on to broken dreams of like a time that wasn't meant for you. Ooh, and that's okay it's okay to let go of that. Let those items, they served you for a little bit, or maybe they didn't, and now it's time for them to go be for someone else. You can always donate items and stuff that aren't broken or like soiled. Obviously, if it's like, socks and chones and stuff, like you can't do that. But, go do what you need to do. Go drop some stuff off. Yeah. Like, please, I beg my earth signs to go through their stuff and kind of maybe highlight the things, and that way you can kind of be open to more because there's more coming your way. This is also a good time for you to be checking on your finances because you guys are kind of going into this period where money is gonna like ebb and flow like the freaking waves. It's going to be really bizarre. And I don't know how to explain it other than the fact that like, it's going to be easy come, easy go, just like the tides. And maybe something like financial that you've been paying off or something. Maybe now's the time to put some extra money towards that. If you have it, of course. Yeah. And
it's hard right now. So
it's so tough. No, yeah. I understand. And like, I know groceries and stuff, if there's anything that you can do, there's coupons that you can get, whatever, or like get the sales, get the deals, get the discounts. If something is like almost on the line or whatever, take it home and cook it that day. Take it home and cook it that day. It's
go through your junk drawer too, because you might have gift cards places.
Yes. If you've been hoarding your gift cards, now's the time to use it. This rug and the rug over there, that was from gift cards from birthdays and Christmases for like 2 years. So I'm very guilty of that, but also we put it into action and I'm so happy. Ow! And I'm so happy.
I know, me too.
Me kicking the ever living daylights out of this mic.
So funny. Like, get out of here.
Get out of here. I want to feel the rug. It's part of the rug. So yeah, no. I know you guys can't see it, but there's a beautiful rug underneath. I'll take a picture and we'll post it on in the community section so you guys can see it.
For sure.
Or in the Discord, in the Me Discord. Okay, so Earth, yes. So I want you guys to find the things that is just in your way. If there are things that are in your way, just stop. Stop holding on to it, please. I beg. Also, I want you guys to understand that if you wanted to do some cleaning or if you wanted to do a home improvement project, now's the time to do so because you have this new energy and inspiration. Look on Pinterest, look on stuff, get inspired so deeply that it moves you physically because now's the time to move forward. Yeah. For the air signs, though, it's going to be looking a little different. For Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you guys are feeling so intellectually stifled still because you got a little taste of it from that Libra moon. Whoever you were in contact with that kind of helped those intellectual conversations, please reach out to them. Don't wait for them to contact you. That's good. Please reach out to them. That way you can have those stimulating.
Don't reach out enough.
Have those stimulating conversations that fuel yourself, that kind of bring in that light, and that way you can radiate it out to the people around you. Because while you're so socially apt and you can do all the things and you can balance everything and you can just kind of like have a natural flow, and social situations seem to just kind of come a little easier to you at certain times and certain stages. But this is the time where you want so badly to have those deep, meaningful conversations, because you feel like everything is so surface, so fake, so garbo. Like, you don't want another, hi, how are you? Good. How are you? Good.
You want to use your academic mind.
You do. And maybe it's time to also turn to books. If you've been reading a lot of fiction or like for pleasure, like fun stuff, maybe it's time to switch gears. And maybe, I'm not saying you need to pick up a self-help book, but like that's kind of what I like turn towards. And I love a good book that'll kind of help me like chew on the things in my mind a little better. Something that like gets my wheels turning, makes me deeply think. And that's why I kind of hate a lot of movies, because I think they're so like surface and ass, and like they just like, I don't know.
Surface and ass.
I'm just like, ugh, wow. And then they're going to do this, and then they're going to do that, and then they're going to do that. And then we're 5 minutes into the film and I know how the whole film's going to go. And I'm like, wow, another fucking cookie cutter. I can see this coming. This character's going to do this. And the plot twist is this person. Ooh. And I'm just like,
saw that one.
I'm like, if you're bored like me, like you're probably even more bored. So if there's shows that you've been watching that just aren't hitting, stop. If there are movies that you've been watching, just stop. Nothing's stimulating out right now. And 3, I would like to pose, go find someone on YouTube that resonates with you deeply. And maybe there's a podcast like this, or a podcast that's like kind of more intellectually stimulating for you as an individual. Or find, maybe if you've got a little ADHD and stuff like that, if there's your hyper focus, go deep dive, go balls to the walls with your hyper focus and fixations right now, because you will have so much fun with it. And that'll create the joy that you can moving forward. I would like you guys to interact kindly with your friends and your family right now, because some people might be a little spicy right now.
Hands off.
A little spicy with the words, or they will have been not maybe messaging you as much, not reaching out. It's your turn to reach out. It's your turn. I'm telling you, in any capacity, work, school, relationships, family, like friends, all of it across the board. It's your turn to reach out. Everyone tries to contact you because they know that if they don't, it's not happening.
Yes.
And then maybe give them some reassurance. I'm hearing a little bit of like, let them know. Let them know. Let them know that you are thinking of them. Let them know that things are okay between you guys. There's a lot of uncertainty in the air for some reason for whoever's connected with like air. And again, if air is your sun, check your moon and your rising as well. And maybe you have some of this going on. Your big 3, you gotta look into all the things. So that is all that I have for my air signs, but good luck to y'all, because last time it was Pisces that was kind of eating the whole bag, and this time I feel like it was the air sign. So much love, feel for you, and I hope that this time, while a little bit rocky, that you will be able to make all those communications smoothly, and that you'll be able to get the joy that you need from that, and be there for the people in a strong sense, and let them know, and reaching out, action.
I just heard something. Okay. I just heard ask a question to someone who is normally surface level. So like basically
get a deep dive.
Like you see this person as someone who is just like, oh, hey bud, like what's up? Nice to see you again, whatever. Moving on. I don't know who this is. I'm getting male energy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is at work. I'm not sure. That's what I'm feeling though. And it's like, okay, hey, you know what? I want to get to know you some more, and ask them like a deeper question, what they like to do, or sports team, or I don't know, something like that. But don't do something academic too, because I know we were just talking about the academic minds part, and you think of them as very surface level, but I think that they want to be more than that. There you go.
I love that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So that wraps up our elemental. We can go into our crystal and our tea.
And tarot.
Tarot. So excited.
Tarot.
Alrighty, guys. So today's crystal is selenite. I have a little selenite stick. This is a raw selenite stick. It doesn't have to be raw because they kind of hurt. If you would like to get yourself a little polished one, or if you have one already, that is amazing. So with this, you can use this for purification, cleansing. You can use this to cleanse other crystals. It's very absorbent. It'll pull the energies. And I was just telling Molly that I knew someone in California who they had a long polished selenite wand, and they would literally, when they came home, they would just do a sweeping motion over their body and then put it outside, weather permitting, because selenite dissolves in water.
Do not get it wet.
Do not get it wet. Let it be outside, let it dispel the energies, and then bring it back in and reduce, reuse, recycle, and just kind of keep up that cycle. With that goes in line with the cycle of spring. We've got our eggs, our ovals, our cylindrical nature of, okay, we're returning back to home base. And so you're cleansing and clearing, and you're returning back to your home self. Mm-hmm. So that is what we have with selenite. Would you like to add anything else to that?
Selenite is so wonderful. I mean, I use it all the time. And what's awesome also about selenite is you can charge it with the moon, and it's wonderful to do so. Like you should, but the absolute amazing part of selenite is that as much as it takes the negative, it disperses it where it needs to go, and it does not stay. You don't necessarily have to cleanse this. You can charge it, but you don't have to cleanse it. Mm-hmm. And I think that is so special when it comes to selenite. It's super versatile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very multi-purpose crystal. Mm-hmm. So for whatever sign you are, this will be what you need for this time.
Go buy especially
it
if you don't have
if you don't have one. Highly recommend. Like,
they're not too expensive.
I'm not gonna say like every time we have a crystal, like go buy it. Like if you don't have a rose quartz, I don't know what you're doing. But what's your life? I mean, but other than that, like everything else, they're kind of extra. If you have them, cool. If you don't, that's okay. This is the one that we're gonna say. Go grab
no matter what.
Like, no matter what.
Like,
if you're brand new and baby and you're just getting into it, if you're an established witch, or if you are not sure if that's something you're delving into, it's good for everything. Like, everything.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Highly.
Let's hop into our tarot. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Are you ready for
I'm
this?
so excited.
Me? Okay. Saying that this deck was freaking stale last time, and then it giving us the card that it
needed,
and I was like, you know what? I might have put it near my water downstairs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the
oh my god,
the eclipse water, the lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
So
that's
I was like,
so
I was like, oh, and I was like, okay, stale. I think not. So
yeah, right.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass this over to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the little book in there just so that it's upright. That's the Empress one. So I'll just if she comes out again, she comes out again. But
she comes out again, but we're hopefully not. All right, we're gonna do a quick little
moosh around.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. You guys don't understand. As far as forms of divination go, pendulum is something I want to get into more. Having tarot, running through the deck. Oracle cards are something that I want to grab.
Hold on.
Heard.
We're going to have more than one.
Definitely. I thought that there would be at least 3 or 4. I feel like that there's a few messages for everyone, and they're not all the same. So I think we were going to need to kind of go a little deeper. Woo!
That one was just user error.
You know what's funny though is, guess what? That's 3, so that makes 4. If you want to do that.
Gosh.
Me saying, I think it's going to be 3 or 4. And you're like, I think I need to pull one other one.
Shoot.
Oh, is that it? Are those the ones?
Those are the ones.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Did you want to read the thingies, or did you want to take in the visual first?
I'm gonna take in the visual first.
Okay, tear it up. I love that.
I want to talk about this first card. This first card is the World.
Oh
and
my God.
The reason this is so crazy for right now.
It's Easter.
We were just talking about circles and Earth and the shape and what it's giving. I mean, we've got so much going on here. So I feel like this is for everybody.
That's the universal card. The other ones are the more like pinpointed.
Yeah. The visual on this is beautiful. It has the woman, and she's got a scythe.
Yeah,
I think, and an hourglass sitting on a globe. It's really like eclectic looking and almost antique looking. Really pretty. And there's a lot of different faces, like different stages of it as well. Like one that's not a skull, but then you've got skulls, and it's like it's showing the entire cycle.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's amazing. I think it's a beautiful card. It's beautiful.
Stunning.
All right, you can go ahead and talk about that one.
Okay, the world. Let's see.
Abundance is coming, my friends. Like
It is. Where's this?
I want to also get into like, I'll have to send them to you when I feel them come on, but I want to do like those readings where I put a crystal on top of the pile.
Yes.
So let me know if that's something you're interested in.
Yes,
And I'll send you them.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. The world, the card of total realization, of expansion and achievement. The world brings with it a slow but constant and determined evolution towards success. Fullness towards one's personal and professional objectives. We were talking about finances and stuff like that.
Yes.
As if towards the transformation and discovery of a new balance at the peak of a cycle. Wow, Easter celebration. If this card presents itself at the beginning of a reading, it could bring up a problem connected to a difficult beginning of something.
Ooh, whoever that is, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But it's a good beginning.
It's a beginning.
It's a beginning.
Where premature realization is necessary before action. A contradiction of time with the risk of not being able to conclude when necessary. So someone's not being able to end something when they need to. A cycle is ending so that you can start a new one. And that's why it's going to be a little rough and bumpy.
I think you're talking to earth signs a little bit there too, because you were saying how they need to purge and stuff. And
Yes.
yeah, that's probably
or
you
else
guys.
the emergence of an egocentric or dispersive
Aquarius.
characteristics. Oh my gosh. Advice of the dead is do not give up and do not be afraid. The road you have taken is the right one. Whatever difficulty you find with the brief will be brief and you will achieve the results you deserve.
What is wild is I feel like we touched on each of those things.
Facets. Because this one was for everyone.
For everyone.
You said that this one was for everyone.
I knew it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like everybody.
All right, what
It
is
has
the
to be.
next one?
Okay, here's the next one. We've got Six of Swords.
Ooh. Okay.
Really beautiful card. He's in a ship. He's got a lot of people dead with knives in their backs and swords. I'm sorry, swords. But he's on open water and he's got a sombrero on with skulls hanging around it. It's a beautiful card. He obviously has an idea of where he's going. And so I think that this is, I feel very earth on this because it's like they know where they need to go and they know what they need to do.
Just need a little push.
But they need a little push. So
Which one is it? 5 of Swords?
6.
6. Okay. All right. So the moment has arrived to distance ourselves to face change and move forwards towards new ideas and solutions. The 6 of Swords forces us to change even orientation to find new expedients and new solutions in order to avoid easy and predictable solutions that also bring dissatisfaction, stagnation, or instability. I talked about that.
I know, I'm telling you.
The advice of the dead is continue to row towards the voyage that you have decided to embark on upon bringing with you the weight of all the errors that have made but have enriched you and made you mature.
Seems like the fire signs too.
That's
It
a
might
little
be
earthy and
both.
fiery.
Well, you know what's funny is we have 2 other cards, so that would make sense because
So
Earth
then
and
one's
fire.
for air and...
that's what it's feeling like. Good. Next one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now on the cups, we've got Knight of Cups.
Okay.
Okay. This guy is going through an archway. Beautiful card. Blue flowers all around. He does look, he looks like he's got purpose and that he's going to a known destination. Like
He's been there before.
Yeah,
It's
been there
familiar.
before. It's very familiar. Getting air with
Getting
us.
air?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So with the Knight of Chalices, we have reached a goal and the end of an experience that will leave us richer and more independent. The Knight of Chalices, therefore, represents a conquest. But there is a messenger of good news or an invitation to challenge an initiative and be taken on with strength and will. If upside down, though, could be transformed into a liar or an enchanter, whose arrival proposes obstacles and unpleasant events. So it might be for some of you, but not all of you, because I don't know which way. It was upright? Okay. Mm-hmm. Advice of the dead, abound totally in your emotions and feelings. As you are about to reach an important target, no negative sentiment should disturb you. Wow, get rid of those. And that selenite, wow, we really picked the perfect
That's
crystal.
So good. I know.
Which one's next?
All right, we got the 5 of Cups. We got a lot of cups.
A lot of cups.
A lot of cups. A lot of emotions. Okay. There's a maze in its head. And he's submerged in the water. And it's I feel stagnation, but I also feel confusion here. So let me think. Oh gosh.
Maybe overthinking.
Yeah, like so overthinking.
To a detriment.
Yeah, like to the point where you're frozen and you can't make a decision.
Yeah, it's feeling a little paralyzed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so it was, what did I say?
So this would be water, right?
This would be water.
Yeah. And it feels
but
really...
But this is so true because we were talking about the intuition and and how it's going to be really heightened and how they are lost. But if they start remember we were saying give compliments to people or help other people and you'll find those things within yourself.
Yes.
That is what I'm getting from this.
Perfect. Okay. So the 5 of Chalices brings a period of introspection into the labyrinth of our emotions. That is beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
Our sentiments. A period of reflection and solitude could bring us to a reconciliation or a retreat. The initial resistance, disappointment, or prudence can be transformed successfully into something else. The advice of the dead is stay with your emotions and let them overwhelm you. Let them flow. Let them follow their course, as it is the only way that you will arrive at a new harmony and alliance with yourself.
That's great.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That was so powerful.
Yeah, guys.
That's some great imagery. And all
these are so wonderful.
Here, I want to go.
Yes, go up close and show them. We're going to show you. So pretty.
There's this one. So that was 5 of Cups. This one is the Knight.
So many emotions.
Lots of emotions. Lots of turmoil too. The 6 of Swords.
I think the moral of this is just the whole some things aren't going to feel comfortable and that's okay. But that is coming for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was upright. So
it was.
Good stuff coming for us.
Good stuff.
Alrighty.
Now it's tea time.
You guys, it's my favorite part. It's tea time.
Oh, it's tea time.
I'm going to go ahead and put these
away.
Time
for high tea.
And we will be back with our tea.
All right.
That was great.
That was so good. I mean,
it felt so easy, honestly. I was just flowing. So good.
Thank you. When you I'm a little tired because I don't know if I was channeling that whole fucking time.
I could feel it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Astrolatea, where we talk about astrology, tea, and everything in between. I'm your Virgo host, Victoria, and I'm really looking forward to this episode where we're talking about Easter, the holiday, the celebration, the origins and symbolisms. I'm really interested to see how this plays with the earth signs and me specifically with the Virgos, with their practical nature and the renewal and the organization that this brings. I love that it's kind of a paler, peachier color than the last one.
Me too. Oh my gosh. That smells so good.
I'm so hyped. I love our teapot.
Me too. I mean, it's just a whole vibe.
It really is. Oh my gosh. That's Eastery as fuck.
That's Easter. Yostre.
Yostre. Alrighty, guys, we are back with our tea. This is our Dr. Jen's blend. We thought, what more perfect for a celebration honoring a Greek goddess, or a goddess, a Anglo-Saxon goddess.
There you go.
That to have a female wellness tea. So this is Dr. Jen's blend, and it is from Zen's Tea. It is a small shop in Whittier, California. I believe they have a brick and mortar in the Uptown area. So if you're in that area, definitely go check it out. This has dandelion root, rose hips, hibiscus, and nettle. Yes. Yeah. Good catch. And it's this lovely, beautiful peachy color. It's so good without anything, but here we go. It's bright, it's floral, it's airy. It's like
so good.
It's so balanced.
Yeah.
It has that earthiness from the nettle, definitely. It pulls through, but not too harshly. Mm-hmm. I think the longer it steeps, the more like the hibiscus flavor will come out. And the rose hips will get a little more opened up and stuff like that as it goes along. So my goodness.
I can't stop drinking it.
This is, I know, it's perfect as is. It does not need any honey, but if you like things on the sweeter side, a touch of honey or whatever sweetener that you like to use, or if you want to do a splash of milk of your choice, I think that would take this to the next. It would look so like peachy and so pretty. Cute. And it'll go in line with all the other things, like with how the tulips, was it iris, violets,
daffodils.
Yes, daffodils. All the things. All things perfect. Easter here.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I love how it was a little more derailed and all over the place. Normally we try to do things a lot more structured, but it just called for it, honestly, to have things kind of naturally flow and move forward as we saw fit with our little side tangents and interjections.
Sort of how life does anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, it's very flowy.
But thank you guys for joining us. I wish you and your families a very happy Easter or Passover, whatever you celebrate, whatever you choose to celebrate, or don't. There is no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone.
Heck
do what you need to do. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you guys in the next one. May your stars align and your tea be divine. Stay starry.
And stay steamy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That was so perfect. That was so
fun. Did great.